What's going on, friends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are dealing with so many things before we leave tomorrow back to the United States of America. We're spending 3 weeks in the USA. We have 3 different destinations, actually 4. We're also visiting Canada. It's gonna be a whirlwind trip. We're gonna be at the Grand Canyon, LA, San Diego, Montreal, Las Vegas. It's a big journey and it's all happening very, very soon. And today is slightly nerve-wracking, which is why I'm excited to let you know that this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. But more about that later. There's a lot to catch up on. Let's get into it. Welcome to the disaster that is our living room at this current junction, because so much has been happening and I'm very excited to tell you all about it. It has been a stressful last couple of weeks. Let me tell you why. Not only have we been on a huge adventure, traveled to the South Island of New Zealand, came back, painted the hallway, the bathroom, and the bathroom in the sleep out. And then we had 24 hours in which we had to get rid of all the stuff from the tilers and prepare the bathroom to have the plumbers come in and install all of the appliances. Then we had to go and take all of the trash from all the appliances and the plumbers and the tilers, pile it into the car, take it to the dump, get rid of it. And now here we are with 24 hours until we leave the country for the first time in over a year and a half to go back to America to visit with family and friends and to go on an adventure out to the Grand Canyon, visit my parents, visit Carrie's parents, go to a wedding in Canada. It's been a stressful time. Like, there's so many good things happening, but it also just feels like there's been this convergence of all of these different things happening at once, which has honestly at times left me feeling quite overwhelmed. And I'm grateful that I've found a really awesome therapist on BetterHelp, and he has been able to help me work through all of the different emotions that have kind of converged on me at this crazy juncture in my life. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to listen and help you. You can talk to your therapist in a private, convenient, online location at any time you choose. If you think you might be feeling stressed, depressed, overwhelmed, or anxious, BetterHelp is here to help. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus network of therapists that gives you access to help that may not be available in your local area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and you get matched with a therapist in less than 48 hours. Then you schedule secure video and phone sessions, plus unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. I really enjoyed the fact that my therapist, Oren, gave me lots of different resources that I could look into outside of our therapy sessions, empowering me to take ownership of this journey myself. But if you don't really vibe with the therapist that you found, you can change at any time, no problems, no extra charge. So what are you waiting for? Join the 2 million plus people who've taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced BetterHelp therapist. Get 10% off your first month by visiting www.betterhelp.com/vagabond. That's better, H-E-L-P. Like we said, there's packing happening over here, but let's go take a look. Since we last saw you, this hallway was not painted. I painted this hallway, which I believe turned out quite nice. I also painted the bathroom, and since you have last been down here, the bathroom has come a long way. It was tiled professionally, these nice floor tiles. It was also tiled in the herringbone style with that little niche, which I made when I put up the plasterboard walls. And then yesterday, the plumbers came and they installed our appliances. So the bath, the shower, toilet, the vanity and the basin over here. And we still have a bit to do in the bathroom. So, you know, as you can see, we still need to do all of the crown molding along the top, all of the skirting board along the bottom. We need to put a door back in here, which could be, you know, it's going to be a little bit of a brain exercise, because the door, as you can see, used to be hinged on this side and it would open this direction, but we don't want it to open this direction now, because then you'll kind of be trapped in the toilet area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a different door, new door, and we're gonna hinge it on this side so that the door opens over here. There will be a heated towel rack getting installed there. There'll be some lights above the vanity there. There'll be a mirror that we're gonna install here. Outlets there for, you know, like a razor or whatever. And then, yeah, your lights. We're also gonna be getting an extractor fan installed in the ceiling and 2 recessed lights. Then once that's all done and all of the skirting board and crown molding is installed, then the bathroom renovation will be complete. Yes! Which it's been such a journey. We've done a lot of it ourselves, which is quite rewarding, but at the same time, you know, it does take a bit longer. We've been dealing with supply chain issues down here in New Zealand. Getting materials has been challenging. And yeah, there's just, with all renovations, there's always something that is gonna pop up that might not be going according to plan, but it feels really good to have this much done. And, you know, honestly, I think it looks really nice. My wife, Carrie, was kind of the creative vision behind choosing, you know, the colors with the tiles and the appliances, and, you know, this like gold color with the white. We're just really happy with how it all turned out, and it feels quite surreal actually to have these appliances finally in their spot in the bathroom. Because if you remember from the demo day, this toilet was actually over there. So right when you walked in, there was a toilet, and then here there was just this big, to the ceiling, kind of difficult to use cabinet, like open cabinet. So we removed that, we moved the toilet here, and we got the toilet out of that area, put a vanity there, bath here, and later tonight will be the first time we get to use the bathroom and the bath ever. So it feels really good. And then moving all the stuff out of the bath allowed us to kind of reclaim this room, which will eventually become my office. And it's gonna be a little guest room for when my family comes to visit in June. And we're just making progress here, people. We're making small steps of progress. I would love to bring this, but I have to not bring that because I don't have any space. So the main challenge for me right now with packing is this. There are 3 different main things we have to pack for. Number 1, a wedding in Montreal. Our good friends are getting married and we have to travel to Canada. Montreal is colder than back in California, so you have to kind of bring some warmer clothes for that. And all of my clothes are over there. That's a whole different ball game. Not my favorite aspect of travel, to be honest, the whole packing process. And I know that YouTube loves like the packing videos. I will make some more packing style videos in the future, but they're not my favorite to make because it's not my favorite thing to do. Packing can be stressful, especially when I am bringing camera equipment. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to visual storytelling. So I like to bring tools, the tools of the trade. And it's a balance always. It's bringing enough to tell the story well, but not bringing too much that it becomes a burden to do so. Right now I'm shooting on the Sony a7R III. That's my primary vlog camera, as well as my primary photography camera. I am gonna bring my red Komodo. I love this camera. This is my digital cinema camera. So all of the really nice shots in my vlogs, or if you just watched the Milford Track video, all of the really high quality footage is from this. And so this is definitely coming. I like to use my f-stop backpack for all of my camera equipment because of the easy access that you can get with the packing. I'm also going to be bringing my drone. It's a Mavic 2 Pro. I like that it fits into this little package here. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that there was some drama with this bag, which I accidentally left in my checked luggage on the flight back from Queenstown to Wellington. It was confiscated. The bag wasn't, but the insides were. They took these batteries, these large batteries for the cinema camera, and they also took this. This is the memory stick for the digital cinema camera, but it kind of looks like a battery for a smaller camera. And there was one of those batteries in this bag. So they actually confiscated all of the batteries and the memory stick. And when I got home from the trip from doing the Milford Track, I opened my backpack and I realized that this was missing. And after many hours on the phone trying to track it all down, I found out that they still had my stuff. They would keep it in their possession for a week before destroying it. So I literally just booked a flight right back down there to get it. I could have hired a courier, but then that would, cost money, as well as add in the potential for it getting lost in transit again. And I really wanted the footage that was on this memory stick. So this is the microphone that I use. It's a Sennheiser MKE 400. That's gonna be coming with. It's called a shotgun microphone. I have a little monitor that attaches onto the top of the digital cinema camera. That just makes it easier to see what I'm shooting. We are gonna be taking a road trip from San Diego to the Grand Canyon. Really excited about capturing this road trip content to the best of my abilities, and that's why I'm bringing all of this camera equipment. Anyways, welcome to the world of being a traveling filmmaker. It's a lot of gear. It's kind of like a big game of Tetris, and if you don't start early enough, you may end up pulling all your hair out.
And that's not even the stuff that goes on your body. Clothes yet.
No, those aren't even clothes. The clothes are over there. That's a whole different ball game. And then over here, I have my clothes. I've got a suit in here, which I'm gonna pack into this duffel bag here. Then I have some of the clothes that I'll be packing here. To be completely honest, I've just done laundry and chucked most of the stuff that I like over here, and I'm gonna work my way through all of it. But I do have a question for all of you out there. Are you folders or rollers? When you pack your bag, do you roll your clothes or do you fold your clothes? I've tried both styles. Personally, I still go with folding, but the rollers, they swear by it. Let me know in the comment section which one you are. So I figured I'd just take a little seat and talk you through some of the things that I've been thinking about, feeling towards this upcoming trip. It's gonna be strange in a few different ways. Firstly, this will be our first international trip in 2 years, and it's a trip back to our home country to catch up with family and friends. So it's a little bit bizarre. There's a lot of mixed emotion. We'll be going back to places that we've called home: Los Angeles, San Diego, Las Vegas for Carrie. But there's just a lot of emotions floating around with it all. Traveling's not as easy as it used to be. There's gonna be a lot of PCR tests to get us into America, and then once again to get us into Canada. But we have a fun trip lined up and we're really excited. Almost every single day already in 3-week period has been scheduled for something or visiting with someone. And it's like between family and friends and a work trip, it's all scheduled. Every day is accounted for pretty much. And that feels exciting. It's good to kind of make sure you know where you stand on a trip like this, but it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird to kind of go back to places that you used to live. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this before in your lives, but it is a bizarre feeling to go back to a place that was once home but is no longer home. It's an interesting combination of emotions. There's a nostalgia there, but there's also a distance as well. You know, you're like, this place, I have so many memories here, but this place is no longer my home. So yeah, these type of trips are always a little bit strange in that sense. I'm excited for the road trip. I'm excited to spend time with family. I'm excited to catch up with friends. I'm also excited to get back here to the homestead and to finish up these projects. I'm feeling really relieved, to be honest, that we got the bathroom to this state before we left. It's been a pretty hectic journey to get that room prepared and ready, but we feel good about it. You know, the bathtub's in place, the toilet's in place, the sink, basin, and vanity are all mounted and they're all in there. So we will be having our first ever bath in that bathtub this evening. Yeah, there's just a lot going on and it's been hectic, and I apologize for not getting the videos out every week like I had been doing before. I'm still aiming for weekly content, but life right now, there's a lot of moving parts, and sometimes you have to prioritize your own life over making videos, you know, so. But yeah, no, there's good things happening. One other little thing I wanted to give you a mention on is that we bought a projector, and we haven't had a TV for a few years now, but we're planning on getting the projector to project onto that wall. And oh, one last other cool thing. In Queenstown, look at this painting. Isn't that beautiful? In Queenstown, I have a long lost relative. When Carrie and I went down to Queenstown this last time for the Milford track, we dropped in on David, and he is a talented painter and gifted us this beautiful painting, which actually, strangely enough, kind of looks like the shed in our back paddock. So yeah, this will get a spot somewhere in the house, and there's a lot left to do. But that being said, I just want to say a huge thank you to you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, if it's your first time on the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and drop a little comment down there in the comment section. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what content you're looking forward to, and we'll see you all in another video very, very soon.